Alrighty. Hey YouTube, Boot again. It's now 9:27, and I'm feeling really good. Already, it's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and the reason I'm doing this video is because while I was at it, I spent a few hours yesterday and last night reviewing some of the videos I had made years ago in St. Augustine, and usually back then I used to kind of leave myself out of the picture a lot because I had a very low self-esteem. Even I had lost a lot of weight even back then, and I was if you look down on the list here down below, you'll see Final Days in St. Augustine, which was the day basically I was moving out of my apartment of like 14 15 years, close to that, if not 14 years in that apartment and 2 years in another one, which is up the street. And I was looking at myself and I'm going, I've come a long way. Holy crap, I was fat. I was really fat. And I didn't know how fat I was. It's amazing how much you can, the brain deceives itself into trying to make itself, be less. And I remember making that video, and I'm like, I don't remember myself being that fat. And this is what I was talking about earlier, how the way other people see you as opposed to how you see yourself. And even back then, I had low self-esteem and was slowly getting better before I discovered any of this. I wanted to show you something. If you watch that video and you saw how big I was, how big my head was, how big my body was, how generally unhappy I'm walking around that apartment, and I was tired at the time too anyway, and I was real frizzled, but I was huffing and puffing too. And I don't do that anymore. I've noticed I don't do that anymore. And all through 2017, as I was steadily losing weight, doing various diets, when I had lost weight the first time, years before that, which I had gotten down to the weight which you kind of saw in that video there, I was following, if you remember this, it used to be on Netflix, and you could probably find it on YouTube, the Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, the juice fasting. I did that for a while, and it worked. I lost a lot of weight. And I wanted to show you this once you watch the video. This was me in 2012 at the doctor's office. I had gone from 323 pounds to approximately 268. 268 pounds. If you see all those yellow things I'm holding, okay, those represent about 5 pounds worth of fat. That's how much weight, how much body fat I had lost when I got down to 268 pounds. I had some more hair back then too. That was about 55 pounds worth of body fat. So less than 6 years ago, I was still 328 pounds. And I started going to the gym not too long after that picture was taken, and lost a few more pounds. That went on for a little while, and I kept up with it. And eventually the juice fasting just got too expensive, and I stopped doing it. And I went to the high protein model, the pre-made shakes. And I was going to the gym about 6 days a week for at least 2 or 3 hours every day. And I did lose a little weight doing that, and I got a little thinner, but I was still over 250 pounds the whole time. 250 pounds. That was the first big weight loss I had. Like I said, most people think I was joking. I've got some photographic proof I'll put up later that I was damn near, there was a time I was over 400 pounds. And I'm sitting here looking at that, and I'm like, God damn, I was huge. I was just fucking huge, and I felt bad about myself, and I hated everything. And I had stopped having any sort of a social life as soon as I was able to start moving around. Don't ask me why. Your brain does strange things. People do strange things to you when they look down on you. But that's what happened. And even busting ass, 2 or 3 hours a day in the gym with one day off, never got me blows. So it's only been here in the past year or so since I started doing the ketogenic thing. And now I'm going even more throttle doing this water fasting. I have lost more weight within the 8 months I've moved out of St. Augustine than I have the entire 8 years I was trying to lose weight in St. Augustine. So that's got to say something about my attitude changing. And I'm ecstatically happy. You just don't know. I'm wearing size 36 jeans right now. And I have some size 38s, which are a little bit snug. Don't ask me because the brand names vary and whatever. So I'm saying right now I'm about a 36 to a 38. And I need to find them. They're at my cabin, but I kept one of my size 54 pair of pants. And I'm pretty sure I can stand in one leg of it right now. And things are looking up. That's why I had to make this video. I mean, I could put my I'll do this tomorrow, the next day. But I could put my arms down to the side now, and I actually have space in between my ribs and my stomach and my arms, which I was never able to do before. Even when I lost that weight, I was so proud when I'd lost that much weight back in the day. Okay, and you can see how big I was in the final days of St. Augustine. I had the real big put. You can see the difference in my face right now. I mean, I've had, but it's amazing. I did not think I'd come this far. I've come a long, long way. When I started Remeasuring, when I moved out of St. Augustine, it's a website. You can track your weight. I was heavier than this picture. I was about 380 when I started tracking my macros. And it's been a steady decline ever since. And here when I started doing the water fasting, it's been a steep nosedive. So I'm me just changing my attitude and trying to hammer this stuff out and getting even more willpower to do something really is becoming a changer, and you don't even notice the changes too much unless you're paying attention. But looking at myself then, which was only about a year and a half ago when I got my cabin, to what I am now, I'm definitely improving. I'm trying to find ways of giving myself credit without being egotistical. And I'm shocking myself right now. Just tonight when I was thinking about it, I'm off the coffee, I'm off the sweeteners, I'm still on the water fast. I cheated a little bit. I had some pork skins, which wouldn't, I don't know why I did it, I just did it. And a piece of beef jerky, because I was feeling so good. And went on a kind of like a little midnight drive, and actually worked up the courage to start talking to people. I have never done that, and I hadn't done it in years anyway. Let's put it like that. Talking to the waitress at the Waffle House and talking to the woman behind the counter at the gas station. And nothing special, just striking. I didn't do that shit. Stuff's starting to change. I'm feeling good. I made contact with somebody I'd lost contact with in St. Augustine from years and years and years ago. They thought I was dead on the internet. It's been great. I'm a little overwhelmed. Well, that's all I'm going to say. I was just going to say this supplemental. I don't want to be too long on this. But if all goes well today, I'm going to attempt a dry fast. And a dry fast is where you don't eat any food or drink water for like 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to go for a soft dry fast, which, I'll still brush my teeth. I'll still come in contact with water. But I won't have any water for like 2 days, which is quite survivable, considering if the temperature's even. And see the body changes. So I'm going to take pictures of myself and do a weigh-in about the next 2 days. And I'm going to cut my whole fast short. And I'm going to declare this a success. And I'm going to plan my longest term fast between the dates of November 25th to Christmas, December 25th. So right after Christmas dinner, or right after Thanksgiving dinner, to Christmas morning, and then Christmas dinner, I am going to fast for 30 days. No food. It'll be a water fast. On top of that, probably the last 2 or 3 days until Christmas, I'll do a hard dry fast. And the hard dry fast is just like if you were lost in the desert. Is you don't have any contact with water, you don't brush your teeth, you don't shower, you don't do anything. You let your skin, whatever. See how this goes. And I'm kind of excited, and I've been doing my affirmations that I've been creating myself, which these workbooks I've got from Amazon. I ordered off Amazon. They're Kindle editions because I'm too broke to buy the real editions. Well, I am really, really looking forward to see what I become. And in the meantime, when I get off of this fast, I'm going back on the strict OMAD keto because I can handle it no problem. And I'll probably start training here in the next day or two, which I'll start off walking and doing my kettlebell routine since I don't have access to a bench. I do have a gym membership, and I've decided if I can get the gas, I'm going to start going back to the gym. I was doing it when I first got here. I even got a gym membership in the old hometown, and I have a gym membership in my new hometown, and I could go to either one. So I'm real excited. I was looking at some of these videos previously and listening to my tone of voice and that kind of stuff, and I could tell I'm not the same person. I'm no longer becoming that person, so to speak. I don't know what to do. I do know what to do. I'm doing it. Things are looking up for me. Things are looking really up for me. Granted, no job yet, but I've got an idea. I've got some really good ideas, and I may implement it and just start building from that. I don't know why not. Anyway, just thought I would do this. I try to keep it under the 15 minutes here. I will see you later. Be seeing you.